Janet, what did you do with the peanut butter? I can't seem to find it.
I gotta find everything in this garden. Go find your own peanut butter. I'm going for a walk.
Do you want me to go with you? No? Janet? So where are we at on the peanut butter?
Well, hello there, Janet. Can't help but notice you're having a little peanut butter problems. Would you like a nice relaxing puff on my vape?
I don't think I'm supposed to do that.
Oh, come on, Janet. Just one single puff won't hurt anything.
Well, I guess a little bit won't hurt.
Janet, I couldn't find the peanut butter. Hey, you know we're not supposed to toot on that. You're breaking the rules.
Come on, just one little toot won't hurt.
I really don't think we should.
Damn it, woman, just suck my mod.
Wait, you're gonna suck on what?
What up, YouTube? Welcome in Between Two Beards. I'm Justin, aka Dubb.
I'm Ryan.
And today we're doing a full review of the Wotofo Serpent SMM.
First RTA we've done on the channel. A lot of you might know, you probably don't, you don't care. I'm an RTA user. I really not a huge fan of sub-ohm tanks in general. I like building.
There's like 3 sub-ohm tanks that you like.
Yeah, Dubb's kind of the opposite way, so we've kind of steered more towards the sub-ohm tank of the spectrum, but you know. Wotofo sent us these for the purpose of the review. Get that out of the way. I had already bought one. I had bought mine like 3 weeks before Wotofo contacted us about this, and I had already been using it and had already fallen in love with it, so didn't change my opinion.
And I was kind of looking for an RTA to get started into the RTA world.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'll get into more of that later, but this is just a cool little tank, guys. So let's just go ahead and get right inside this thing real quick, man.
Yep.
Go up close and...
Yeah, we'll be right back.
See it naked.
Alright guys, here's going to be a very quick up close with the Serpent SMM from Wotofo. We can see the box here. Very, very typical Wotofo packaging that we've been seeing here recently. You got all your specs right there. Inside the box, you're going to have a very easy to read manual in multiple languages, along with their t-shirt giveaway card. You're going to have 2 spare pieces of glass, and we will come back to these here in just a second. You're going to have 3 baggies. One's going to have your spare O-rings and post screws and stuff in them. One's going to have a couple coils, and one's going to have some cotton. Not really sure why they all say comp wire, but that's just something that Wotofo does. You're going to get this really nice little black screwdriver that actually is a pretty nice little screwdriver. Alright, and here we've got the star of the show. Here's the Serpent SMM from Wotofo and Matt from Suck My Mod. Nice stubby little tank. It is 24 millimeters around. You've got your standard 510 drip tip up top. It is an Ultim drip tip. This drip tip is actually very, very comfortable. You got your top cap here that you can pull off to do your top fill. You've got 2 nice wide open kidney shaped holes there. You've got your adjustable airflow here at the bottom. This tank has very nice smooth airflow. It's a little bit loud, but again we'll talk about that later. And then on the bottom here you've got the Suck My Mod, and then Wotofo and Wotofo's website, and then there is your 510 connection. Not sure why you'd want to put one of these on a hybrid mech mod, but that does stick out plenty far enough in any case. So yeah, I want to bring in, right here's the black one. Got this one already, you know, wicked up and ready to go, but just so you can see the difference there. To get to your build deck, pull the bottom off right here, and there's your deck. And then you can take this apart all the way. I like to just kind of grab the inside of the chamber there and the outside of the glass and just kind of work it off. and it comes off like that. Be careful though, because as I said a minute ago, it does come with 2 spare pieces of glass, but if you can see it, if I can get the camera to focus on this right here, this piece of glass, when the first time we opened this out of the box and went to pull the rubber plug out, which I forgot to show you, I'll show you here in just a second, this glass, as soon as we went to pinch it to pull it off, this glass just shattered. I mean, it didn't shatter, but it broke very cleanly all the way down, so that's one less piece of glass that Dubb has, but whatever. Yeah, I want to show you this really quick. Here's the rubber plug that makes this thing TPD compliant. It'll come pre-installed around the chamber just like that, and all you gotta do is pull the glass off, and then you can pop that right out. So yeah, so there you go. You can see on the inside of the chamber there, it is nice and conical shaped. It's very, very good flavor on this thing. But yeah, let's throw this on a mod really quick, and I will show you. I'm not gonna do a build. We actually did a live YouTube video about a month ago or so, maybe a little bit longer, showing you exactly how to build on it. So you can watch that. It'll be somewhere up there. Yeah, get this guy on the mod here. Alright, so now you can see you've got your 4 post screws here. The great thing about this is it's got these little slots here on the deck. So either way you wrap your coils, I just happen to wrap them, you know, this way. You can slide them in there either way that you wrap them, it doesn't matter, and then just tighten the screws down. And yeah, that's all there's to it. And then there's your wick slots there. You can see the deck is actually raised here. It's kind of a GTA style deck. It's actually raised off the bottom some, and it actually holds quite a bit of juice up under there too. So this does hold 4 mils of juice. I forgot to mention that. But yeah, so some of it, you know, actually goes down under there and then feeds up. But yeah, let me grab some wick and we'll go ahead and wick this thing and be right back. All right, so we got our cotton here. Feed that guy through. Feed that guy through just like that. Nice and tight in there, but not too tight. That's what she said. Then what I like to do as far as how much to cut off, I like to go right out to the edge. I like to rest my scissors on the edge of the base here, and then I just cut it right there, and that is just about perfect amount for me. Yeah, let's pull this just a little bit there. And then yeah, just fluff these up, and then literally all we're gonna do is take this and we don't want to stuff it too tight, but basically just put it down through the holes there. And if you can see, you probably can't see, just a little bit of that sticking out there, and that's how I like to do it. And then I like to kind of wall off the sides here a little bit, just so juice can't make its way back up and down into the airflow. I like the way the airflow is designed on here. I forgot to show that, but there's 2 airflow slots right here, one that hits the coil directly and then one that comes up from the bottom. And if you wall this cotton off, it just helps keep juice from getting back out of there and coming out of your airflow slots. So get that there. And then yeah, there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and jump back out. I'll finish this off camera. We'll go ahead and jump back out, and we'll talk about it for a few minutes. So we'll be right back.
All right, guys, that was the up close of the Wotofo Serpent SMM, and I think y'all can pretty much gather it's a very simplistic tank.
Very simple, very simple. The build deck is super easy to build on. I love that they went with you can put it on any of the 4 corners you want, because I wrap my coils over the screwdriver holding it in my left hand. A lot of guys wrap it the other way. So a lot of especially single coil RTAs, you kind of got to wrap it the right way to be able to put it in the deck. They've Matt, good job, man. They kind of addressed that. Yeah, they addressed that and fixed it so it doesn't make any difference how you wrap your coils. You can put them in there. I know a lot of guys.
4 points of access.
Yeah, a lot of guys I've seen some guys experiment with dual coils on this. I haven't done that because it's a single coil RTA. I like single coil RTAs. The original Amit from Geek Vape, until I got this, was my favorite single coil RTA that I had used. But yeah, this one is better, just leaps and bounds better. But
coming from a first-time user of an RTA,
yes,
I mean,
I've
been around this guy long enough. I mean, he's got fucking RTAs coming out his balls, but you know, I don't really do it. And it's not that I don't like RTAs. I will be the first to admit, few tanks can capture the flavor that an RTA tank can have.
And that's why I like them, just the flavor.
My biggest issue is, though, you're home every night, you're able to go and re-wick or whatever. Me personally, if I have a problem wicking, I'm going to have to pull the truck over and I'm going to have to carry a shit ton of cotton with me, scissor it up. It's just easier for me to be like, oh, my fucking coil went out, so I'll take this coil out and pop a new coil in and I'm vaping again. Whereas an RTA, it's like
a little more finicky. You know?
Yeah, a little bit more finicky, and just, you know, you got to play with it. Not that that's a bad thing. Like I said, if you want the tank, but you want like drip kind of flavor, an RTA is the way to go. But this isn't about just RTAs in general. This is about the Serpent. I really like it. The flavor blew me away. I am just. And like I said, it sounds terrible because we've been sent all these products from Wotofo, but Wotofo is fucking on it right now, guys.
Yeah.
Every product they've sent us so far has just been
awesome. And
out of the park.
We're not just saying that. I think people that know us know that we don't bullshit at all. But when a company makes a good product, whether they send it to us or not, we're going to let you know, hey, this is a great product. And everything they've sent us, the only other Wotofo product I had ever used before they started, well, before I got the Serpent SMM and then they started sending us stuff, was the, God, I don't even know, the Serpent Mini 25, like
which was kind of
6-8 months ago. Didn't like it at all. I mean, no offense to anybody, but it sucked. It was a piece of shit.
No
so I was I was a little nervous going into this, but I found one for cheap enough that I was like, I'm going to try that out. And I was like, all right, this renews my faith in the company. Like, this thing is amazing.
I love, like I said, it's a compact design.
Yeah.
Simple.
Stubby.
Like I said, this is definitely one of those RTAs I would recommend to somebody like me who wanted to get into it, give it a try.
Absolutely.
You won't be disappointed.
If you don't own an RTA, but you kind of want to dive into that world, RTAs can be very, very, very finicky. That's the only way I can put it. They're finicky.
If you don't wick them just right, they don't wick and
don't
they
get the
leak
wicks
and
just right, you're either going to have dry hitting and burn, or you're going to have where it's just freaking gushing out. I mean, I've got my favorite RTA period is the Kylan, but even that stupid thing is like the Niagara Falls of RTAs because it just leaks juice. I can't keep it from leaking.
It's kind of like a 2-to-1. For every 2 mils of juice you put in it, you're going to lose one.
You're going to lose one.
So it's kind of, you know, it's like the flavor's great, but my God, 100 mils only goes 50 mils on this thing.
Thankfully, this thing is very forgiving with the wicking. The way and I didn't really go into depth with the airflow on the up close, and I feel bad about that, but the way the airflow is, you've got your two posts, and then there's 2 airflows, and you kind of situate your coil in between that. But as raised up as they are, as long as you kind of block off the posts with your cotton, there's no way for the juice to get up in there and then out of your airflow holes. That's a great design. Fantastic design.
Right.
And as long as you get your coils, try to get your coils like lined up right in the middle of that top airflow, and then the bottom one comes up. The flavor is phenomenal.
Like I said, pros and cons. I think we can get right into that real quick.
Cons for me, the only cons I have, you get a little bit of the condensation leaking where it's not coming out of the airflow holes, it's not leaking juice. It comes out from like underneath the airflow control ring.
I would say that's a pro/con because this is probably one of the less leakiest RTAs I've ever seen.
that I've used recently.
But you will get that condensation.
Yeah. Other cons, the airflow is nice and smooth.
But it's loud.
It's loud.
You guys can probably hear it on the microphone. It's just...
It doesn't whistle like the flow tank does if you turn it down. Like you can turn this down, you know, damn near all the way, and it doesn't whistle. But it's loud. It's not turbulent, but it's a little bit loud.
It's loud. It's loud. That's definitely a con for me.
That's about it for me on the cons.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to build on. It's very simplistic. The flavor is awesome. like I said, I would say I've got more pros than cons in this thing. But one of my big, I love this Ultim drip tip.
Yeah.
I love it.
We're kind of weird. Everybody in the community is like, oh man, Ultim's ugly and it sucks and I don't like the way it feels in your mouth and whatever, blah, blah, blah. I like Ultim.
I like Ultim.
It stays cool. I like the weird, it's got a texture to it, and I like that texture.
I mean, I'm wrong. The
yellow's kind of ugly.
Yellow can be ugly in certain tanks. It doesn't look great, but on this tank particularly, I really like the way it looks. I like the way it feels for a stock drip tip compared to.
Had much worse stock drip tips.
Fucking look at any product Smock's ever put out tank wise. Their drip, love some of their tanks, but their drip tips are absolutely
atrocious.
It's fucking garbage, man.
Yeah.
It's like Lindsay Lohan's post career. It's just in the trash. You know, I can still act. You know,
but yeah, pros. Yeah, like you said, man. Again, I know the airflow is on the cons list, but just because of how loud it is, that's a pro though. The airflow is very, very smooth. Flavor's amazing. It's super easy to build with.
Right.
The only other con I didn't mention is the glass.
Yes.
Is kind of thin. I showed you up close. Because again, I had mine for a few weeks before we got these in the mail from Wotofo. So I didn't have any issues with mine, pulled that plug out, no big deal. The day we got his out of the box, I showed him how to, kind of wedge the glass off, and as soon as that first time I pinched, it went split right down.
You got to be really, really careful with that plug. Now, Suck My Mod says, well, there was just an extra space, so they put an extra glass.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and say my bullshit meter's
a little bit.
I think because the glass has been an issue with prior products that he's put out, I think they put that in there because they're like, okay, there's a good chance
this one might break.
This might break. So, because I've actually dropped this and it hasn't broke.
Right. It's just kind of weird if you put any weird pressure on it. It's split right down the middle.
Yeah, like I said, once we got that stupid plug out, it was great.
But I guess you kind of got to count it as a pro that they give you 2 extra pieces of glass.
Yeah.
Because if they hadn't done that, you would have 1 piece of glass.
Not saying it's guaranteed that it's going to break when you pull it out the box. It's just you're going to have to be really, really careful. You can't go in bull rushing and just can't do that.
Don't try to twist and pull it off.
Yeah,
definitely put your finger in the chamber and kind of wedge it off.
You can't just dive right in like Mila Kunis spread eagle on the bed, man. You can't do that. You're going to have to massage it a little bit. You're going to have to get you're going to have to preheat the oven before you stick the turkey in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, so other than that, again, I like that they gave you 2 extra pieces of glass. That's awesome. I mean, nobody really does that.
Probably very, very simple, not probably noticeable, but a big con for me. So many tanks lately, whether it's UL, Smock, whoever, they've gotten into this really bad habit that I don't like of these itty bitty tiny fucking midgets from fucking Oz, like fill holes. And this has got nice large kidney fill holes.
The same size as the ones in the flow tank.
Right.
I mean, honestly,
it's a minor thing, but I really appreciate that because a lot of the bottles that I use are these big bottles, and unfortunately, it's really hard to fill it sometimes. But with this,
it's no issue filling with a Gorilla bottle, a glass dropper, even the bigger nozzle bottles. I haven't had any issues with filling it at all. It's an RTA, even though it's a single coil RTA. It's still an RTA.
Guys, the vape on this thing is fantastic.
But the vape is amazing. It's worth it.
I will admit, like I said, yeah, it didn't break.
It didn't break.
I mean, I will admit, guys, like I said, it's an RTA. It's a single coil RTA, but I mean, this is an RTA that I will not only recommend to a beginner vapor, but even an experienced vapor who wants a very simplistic, very simple, just one cotton, one thing, wick of cotton to, re-wick or whatever. It's an all-around great little RTA, and I love it. It's not perfect, but, but then again, nobody is perfect. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Think of an actress who's not perfect. I don't know.
All of them.
Except for...
they're all evil.
Jennifer Aniston.
Well...
She's a goddess.
Yeah. But anyway, another thing I like is I can rock this at 45 watts right now. I've got this sitting on top of
It's not a battery killer.
The Chaos Z, and yeah, battery life isn't really a problem because You can rock it at 40,
unless it's
45
on the
watts.
Charon, which there's no hope.
There's no hope for the Charon.
But I mean, seriously though, the Kylan, you got to rock that thing between 60 to 70 watts to get a good vape off of it.
I normally vape my Kylan right around 70 watts.
This thing's really good. I mean, they could have made this thing dive harder than like Paris Hilton onto a dick, but it didn't. You know what I mean?
It's a great.
You're not gonna just be able to be like, yeah.
Yeah, guys, great vape quality, great flavor. It holds 4 mils of juice, which is nice for as small as it is. It could have. There's so many RTAs coming out right now that I want to try, but it's like, oh, it holds 2.5 mils of juice, and it's like that's pointless to me. I can't take that on the road with me.
Yeah, that makes about as much sense as a screen door on a battleship.
The screen door on a submarine, you dipshit.
Dick. I know the setup. I just forgot. They're both on the ocean. They're kind of the same. Anyway, he's right. But yeah, guys, like I said, this thing's
definite pass for us.
Beard approved.
I did buy one, so yes, I would buy one again, absolutely, because they're not expensive. They're like 25, 30 bucks.
Cost is a nice.
Had I not bought it and they sent it to us, would I buy it? Absolutely. Would you buy one if you were to drop and break all 3 pieces of glass?
Well, if I couldn't find replacement glass, I mean, it seems kind of extreme, but actually, it might be better if you buy a new one, you get 3 pieces of glass on top of it. Yes, I absolutely would buy it. I would buy it simply because I was looking for an RTA at the time this was sent to us, a simplistic. I didn't want to go crazy. Like, if you've seen the Kylan, I mean, that thing looks like a school bus sitting on top of a toothpick sometimes.
It is a big bastard.
What it is, but I'm just saying, this is nice, compact, simplistic, cost-effective. It comes with spare parts, thank Christ.
One thing I'll mention, the coils that come in the package, we didn't even bother with one on his. I used one when I got mine. They're not good. So if you buy it planning on using one of the 3 coils it comes with, just don't.
I would recommend anybody though. I mean, most RTAs or RDAs that come with coils are coming with simplistic round wire builds.
It comes with nice like triple core flat fused Claptons that look beautiful. They just don't vape very well. So.
I mean, I'd rather throw like something with. Just because of how good flavor this is. Something like an Alien or something.
I've got an Alien in here. He's got a stainless steel fused Clapton in there. And
which is vaping great.
It's a great vape. So I think we've gushed enough, guys. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. We're so close.
We're so close to 1,000 subs,
We said last week that if we hit 1,000 by the end of the year that we would shit ourselves, and it's just kind of
telling you now,
getting
we're
closer
prairie dogging right now.
Right.
We're prairie dogging.
Right. So thank you guys so much for that. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Continue the support. We really
guys, keep sharing it. Keep telling your friends, whatever you got to do.
Hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all at In Between Two Beards. If you want to send us a letter, some hate mail, some love mail, whatever, just want to send us
either leave us a comment or check out our email address, inbetween2beards@gmail.com.
Hey, here's something fun. People that can draw a fun doodle of Dubb. That would be awesome. And send it to us. I would love to see that.
It's gonna look like this, like the Michelin Man. Fuck the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
That would be awesome. There's an idea right there. Yeah. Anyway,
do you really want to mention just the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with that big smile on his face with the Michelin Man going, "I'm gonna fucking round your tire."
Yes, I want to see that.
Okay, well then, if you guys can accomplish that feat, go ahead. I'm gonna pass. But
unfortunately, it's not like a giveaway contest. We don't have anything to give away, but
yeah,
it's just to make me
I'm
feel
gonna give away my dignity that exists. But anyway, guys, surprise us, whatever. We appreciate all the support, and we're gonna come to you guys with another video here soon. But until then, vape on.